Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on, where you are in the world. This is Gloria White and the Annie Dog coming to you from Utah, USA. Hey, Debs, I wanted to talk to you about this version of the 1611 edition of the King James Holy Bible. What you are going to notice is that this is in Old English. So where it would be a J, it is an I. Where it would be a V, it is a U. So it makes it a little harder to read, and your brain has to kind of transpose things. So if you look right here, where it should be up, it's a VP. So it should be UP. Let's see. And the print is rather small. It's really small. And here you see, so Joshua took all that land and the hills, which is spelled Hilles, and all of the south country, which is Countrey, and all the land of Goshen, and the valley, and the plain, Plaine, and the mountain, Mountaine, of Israel, and the valley of the same, even, which is Euen, goeth up, it's VP, unto is VNTO, so the I's, and not all the I's, because Israel is spelled with an I, but all the names that start with a J are actually, like Joshua here, has an I. Ioshua. So it may be a little hard to read because it is in the true language or grammar of Old English. And even in England today, an S is an F and a C is an S. So it's a little tricky to read. And the print is really rather small. But if you have a magnifying glass, you can see it much better. Maybe you have good eyes and won't need the magnifying glass. But I have to use the magnifying glass, even to read my large print Bible. So, and then when we get back here to where it says, see, Jeremiah is Ieremiah. Looking for something, another example of the... Okay, and here we are at the Apocrypha, and it does not include the book of Jasher. So it is not a complete list of the missing books. 22 books are the same as the 39 books of the Protestant Old Testament. So I haven't really looked at all of this, but here are a list of the Apocrypha in the King James Version of the Holy Bible. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, 1 Kings, 2 Kings, 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, and then Tobit, Judith, Esther with Greek additions, 1 Maccabees, 2 Maccabees, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, then the Wisdom of Solomon, and Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Baruch, including the letter of Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Daniel with Greek additions, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi, and that's the Roman Catholic Old Testament. So then it lists the Protestant ecumenical Old Testament: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, First and Second Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, and Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi. So there are some differences between the Roman Catholic Old Testament and the Protestant. And then the publisher's prefix. Protestant, Ecumenical Apocrypha, presented in the order of the 1611 King James or Authorized Version and the 1957 Revised Standard Version. Not in the Roman Catholic canon are 1 Ezra, 2 Ezra, Tobit, Judith, the editions of the Book of Esther, Wisdom of Solomon, Ecclesiastes, Baruch, the letter of Jeremiah, the editions of the Book of Daniel, the prayer of Azariah, and the Song of the Three Jews, Susanna, Bel and the Dragon, the prayer of Manasseh, not in the Roman Catholic canon, First Maccabees, 2 Maccabees, note to the King James Version Apocrypha, Baruch and the letter of Jeremiah are one combined book, bringing its total up to 14. The 18-book expanded Apocrypha of the Revised Standard and the New Revised Standard Version adds Sorry about that. I'm trying to read, so I'm having a little trouble keeping my camera where it needs to be. Psalm 154, 3 and 4 Maccabees. There are 46 books in the Roman Catholic Old Testament canon and 39 in the Protestant and Old Testament canon. The 7-book difference actually involves 12 books and portions of books in the Protestant Apocrypha. 7 books appear in their entirety: Tobit, Judith, 1 Maccabees, 2 Maccabees, the Wisdom of Solomon, Sirach, Ecclesiastes, Baruch. 3 books, Canonical and Deuterocanonical, are supplemented with 5 editions. Esther is supplemented with the editions of the Book of Esther, 5 chapters. Daniel is supplemented with the prayer of Azariah and the Song of the Three Jews. Susanna, 11 chapters. Bel and the Dragon, 12 chapters. Baruch, Baruch, Baruch 8 is supplemented with the letter of Jeremiah, which is 9 chapters. So then it goes to the Apocrypha. And I haven't noticed yet. Yep, it's still the Old English. So certain letters in Old English, like the I, is substituted for a J in modern English. Even today, the lettering is different overseas than it is here. The way that they spell things. Here's Passover, Passeouer, in Jerusalem, unto his Lord, and offered the Passover the 14th day of the first month. And you can see month is Moneth. Having, the U is a V. He is Hee, spake, Levites, the holy ministers of Israel, that they should hallow themselves unto the Lord, to set the holy ark, Arke, of the Lord, in the house that King Solomon, the son, Sonne, of David had built. So I don't know if you're interested in this particular book, but this is how it looks. And like I said, the text is rather small. So in my Bible, so if we look in my Bible, which is a large print, you can see the difference. This is a large print. This is the print in the 1611 version. And here is, trying to reach my other Bible. This is also a giant print. And you can see the difference between the print, the size of the font. So it's definitely going to be an eye strainer to read this 1611 version in this particular book. So there may be another version that the print would be larger. Here is my book of Enoch that I just received, and you can see the difference in the font as well. Here, I don't know what your Jasher that you're reading now, what the print is like, but I was looking at another book, so I'm going to put it down in the description, Debs, so that you can take a look at it and see if it's something you're interested in. I just ordered it myself. It does not come in a hardback. This book is actually a hardback book, and it has a nice cover on it. But it is a hard copy, which is pretty nice. I prefer hard copies over paper copies. And I had ordered the book, The Lost Books of the Bible. This book, I ordered this book, the Bible, and the Forgotten Books of Eden. It does not, I mean, there's just so many ideas out there of what the book should be. But this book I ordered was with the colored cover, and this is what I got. And this is a very old book. As a matter of fact, it's so old, it's so dried out that when I first turned the page, the the binder on the edge of the book cracked. But so it's not what it appears or says, really. The title is deceiving. But it does have, I think, some good reading in it, in this book. And it is still titled The Lost Books of the Bible and the Forgotten Books of Eden. But I don't think it's as valuable as the one that I'm going to post the link for in the description of this. But anyway, and as always, I love you.